blood. Sweet blood. Well, hello there. My name is Degradation, and in my efforts to play every single game that one of my favorite creators, Yames, has made, we will now play Like Velum. But before we get into that, please like and subscribe. Thank you. Sister, wake up. Please, wake up. Please listen. You've got to get out the house. Father can't be trusted. I didn't just disappear. We were both born to be taken by God. You must leave, or suffer the same fate as me. Search the room. There is a way out. Find Bob, and be brave tonight, for your own sake. You have been contacted by your sister, Clara, in your sleep. She has given you an urgent message to leave the house. It would be wise to search the room for anything she might have left behind. Alright, I think this is a point-and-click game, I'm pretty sure. You're in your bedroom. Your bed sits in the corner by a dresser. There is a crisp draft coming in through the open window. Nothing to see here. So we're looking for a padlock code. Alright. Got geode. Got a geode. Oh, I'm not a native speaker, but I think a geode is some type of rock, right? It's locked. This is the closet door, maybe? Holidays and their origins. The modern holiday of Halloween finds its roots in the Celtic Samhain festival. This day marked the division of the year from the lighter half to the darker half. The ancient Celts observed this day with caution, understanding that the boundary between this world and the other world became thinner. Ancestors were honored and harmful spirits were driven off. Food was prepared for the living and the dead. Rituals and rites were performed, as the porous boundary between the worlds allowed for greater contact with the spirits. Offerings to spirits were paid in livestock or other goods. However, anything might be offered as long as it is desired by the particular spirit. Okay. On fairy doors. A fairy door is a miniature door, usually set into the base of a tree or cliff, behind which may be small cavities for the leaving of gifts, offerings, or notes. The construction of a fairy door ought to be done, for best results, with all natural materials, or materials consecrated on an auspicious day. To enter a fairy door could either be a boon or a great mistake, as to do so invites attention from spirits all over. Woe to those who enter a door unprepared. I feel like that's going to come into play. On crabs. About 1/4 of the Dungeness crab's weight is meat. The flesh has what is considered to be a delicate flavor and slightly sweet taste. Dungeness crabs can typically be purchased either live or cooked. Live crabs are cooked simply by dropping them into boiling salt water, waiting for a boil to return, and then allowing it to continue for 15 minutes, after which time the crabs are removed and placed into cold water to cool, and then cleaned. Another method of preparing crab is called half-baking. Half-baking is done by flipping the crab upside down and chopping it in half, from head to tail, after which the guts and gills can be scooped or hosed out. Many consider half-baking to be superior to cooking the entire crab, because the meat is not contaminated by the flavor or toxins of the guts. Furthermore, half-baked crabs boil faster, or can be quickly steamed instead of boiled. Two common tools for removing crab meat from the shell are a crab cracker and a shrimp fork. Sometimes a cleaver, mallet, or small hammer is used for cracking Dungeness crab, but the use of these devices is not recommended, as the integrity of the meat may be compromised due to the impact. Dungeness crabs have a wide, long, hard shell, which they must periodically molt to grow. This process is called ecdysis. They have 5 pairs of legs, which are similarly armored, the foremost pair of which ends in claws. The crab uses both as defense and to tear apart large food items. The crab uses its smaller appendages to pass the food particles into its mouth. And look at this. Dear Diary. Is this left by our sister? Got taped diary page. Once inside the crab's stomach, food is further digested by the gastric mill, a collection of tooth-like structures. Dungeness crabs prefer to eat clams, other crustaceans, and small fish, but is also an effective scavenger. Dungeness crabs can bury themselves completely in the sand if threatened. Well, that was a riveting read. But we found a letter addressed to you. Lisa, I know you understand you are not to move from your room tonight, but I went ahead and locked the door anyway. I will come collect you when the time is right. Don't try anything. I will know. Father. This whole situation is making me feel pretty icky. And why is the letter left in a book with a section about crabs? A blunt rock with crystals inside. Can I use? Okay. Do we have anything else? Oh, that was the letter and taped diary page. So that previous letter wasn't in the book. Dear Diary, I met a new friend named Bob today. He only comes at night when I call him from the deepest, darkest spot in my special place. I have to give him a little blood, though. That's what he eats. So I always make sure to go to my place with something sharp. He goes crazy for my blood when I give it to him. He does whatever I want. Okay. That's gonna come into play, I'm sure. Are we gonna find Bob? Alright, so we need to find something sharp, I bet. The mirror. And we use the geode on it. Your mirror, quite dusty. You look like a ghost in the reflection. Let's see. Yes! What now? Grab that. Got glass shard. Ha! And so this was locked. Oh, look at that. Got crumpled note. Let's give it a read. Start with the number 3. Then the numbers are up by the first till the third. The last number is the third down by the second. Up by the first? Oh, I've got a feeling I'm not going to be smart enough to figure this out. Let's give it a go. So the first number is 3. And up by the first. By the first power? So 3, and if it's by the power of, or whatever you call it in English, it would be 3, 6, 9. 9, and then 6. Minus 3 was right, so 3. Ah, there we go. That gave me a little bit of trouble. So can we just... Oh, we can just go in here now. So this is the closet. I thought it would be the way out of the room, but apparently not. Ah! I was just random clicking things. As you slide the box away, a dark, wet hole is revealed. A strange coppery smell drifts from it. Okay. Let's go in it. Let's do it. The hole closes quickly behind you. Now we're in a James game. Let's go. Oh, hello. Is that Bob? Do you know Bob? What are you? I thought I was asking about Bob. Please, I know Clara. Well, your blood smells the same or similar. Very similar. What do you want? How do I find Bob? You don't know? You really did just wander in here. Well, just follow the red mushrooms. That's it. Well, you seem friendly. I hope you don't die. Bye-bye. Wonderful. Follow the red mushrooms. Do we trust him? Do we trust him? Yes. Red mushrooms. There is no light here at all. The darkness seems to fold everything into it. You cannot even be sure of the direction you came in. Now what? Glass shard. Let's use it. No. You cannot see anything at all. It is very dark and very quiet. You hear only the sound of your heart beating and the blood rushing in your head. That's a hint. Blood rushing. Use. Something stirs in the darkness. Oh, are you Bob? Don't look like a Bob to me. Okay. Snake? Snake. It almost seems more like a salamander. Blood. Good blood. Yours was so sweet. So tasty. Blood, blood, blood. A young girl's blood. I love the young blood. I love the copper tang. The texture. Sometimes I eat up the little children. Sometimes I cannot help myself. The bones are soft and the skin is sweet. But why did you give me your blood? Would you like to be friends? What can I do for you, my friend? Why do you wear that mask? What mask? But why did you give me your blood? Are you Bob? I have many names. That is my little child name, yes, Bob. But why did you give me your blood? I need you to help me get out of my room. Out of your room? I know someone who can do that. I know a friend who can do that. He might need something from you someday, though. Something more than blood. Oh, blood. Sweet blood. Please call him for me. It is already done. He's waiting outside your window. Now leave, before I eat you up. This is so mysterious, I love it. Was this a fairy door? Have we been inside a fairy door? Okay. We found it. We found the way out. And now we go to our window, I guess. Hello? Your window. It is quite cold standing in front of it. The wind blows in gently. No? There we go. I knew it. Hello? Hello, sweetheart. Who are you? Asking what are you isn't very nice. I'm an angel from heaven. I made something just for you. Please don't mind if it's a little wet. Just remember, this will cost you, but you knew that. Got bone key. Okay, bye, angel from heaven. And they're gone. Let's use the bone key, see what happens. Unlocked. Oh, we're out. We're out of the room. We can't go to the left here. Oh. Oh no. Is this Dad? Well, that's the end of the demo. Ah, fuck! I hope you enjoyed playing. You can exit the game by either hitting the escape key or clicking the X on the window. No, I want to talk to you. This is it! James, no! James! So this game came out in 2018, the same year that James made Via Negativa. I'm pretty sure this was his first bigger project. He never finished it, at least not as of recording this video, but he occasionally still mentions it. So I think whenever he feels like it, he's gonna do something with this, maybe. But there is also a game called Velum Children that he has been talking about, and maybe that's like a spiritual continuation of this. Either way, this is all we're getting. This is all we're getting for now. I liked it a lot. Not quite as much as some of James's newer titles, but it was a very interesting world. All right, Find the details for the game, and as well as a link to support James in the description while you're there. Please check out my Twitch. I stream 4 times a week. I bet you're gonna like what you see there. Finally, do me a favor and like and subscribe so I can continue making these videos for you. And please look forward to the next video.